Hey guys, VideoJames, and we've got more news about Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and this is some very important news because if you don't know, at Nintendo Direct, I forgot the name of it for a second, but at Nintendo Direct we got a lot more news on Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, including a bunch of updates about Necrozma and Dusk Lycanroc, as well as 2 new Pokemon that we were introduced to. So we're going to actually see what these are right now. And I am putting up the trailer. I don't really know what these are, because I've only read about Necrozma and Dusk Lycanroc. But basically now in the trailer, I'll show you guys when it shows up. But we saw at Nintendo Direct that we got a bunch of stuff relating to characters and new areas, that we got new characters like the Surfer. We have new Surfer guys with pink surfboards. We have that area with the Pikachus and Kahuna Olivia. But we see that Sun and Moon is probably going to end up like Pokemon Black and White 2, where the fusion is going to be key to the story. So we got Duskmane Necrozma, which is basically Necrozma and Solgaleo's fusion name. And we have Dawnwings Necrozma, which is basically Necrozma and Lunala's fusion form. So I'm guessing by the names, they either cause something to switch, like the types either switch, or the amount of attacks they use switch. I don't know. But naming them Duskmane and Dawnwings kind of sends off opposite signals. So I don't know if it's going to be they switch typings, or they switch to the opposite typing of whatever legendary. I don't know, but it might make Necrozma give them a different typing. Like Solgaleo might become Dark Steel, and Lunala might become maybe Fire Psychic or Fire Ghost. I don't know. I would like to see Lunala as a Fire Ghost. That would actually make a lot of sense, because she's got kind of the blue-ish effect, and she'd look like she'd be on fire all the time. But we see the Necrozma fusion getting a lot more shown off. We see what it looks like when the legendaries use the signature moves, and then we get to see our own version of Solgaleo and Lunala fighting off against them. So again, we got all these new areas. We got this little surf area, and we've got what I'm guessing to be a Pikachu shrine. I'm guessing that's what that is. And then here we have news about the Rockruff. So if you don't, the Rockruff event is actually going to be different. The original trainer is actually going to be Ray, not Ash, but the Rockruff is going to actually have a different ability now. It's going to come with the Focus Band, and depending on what game you put him in, because you can either put him in Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, but if you put him in Ultra Sun, he gets Tackle, Bite, Fire Fang, and Happy Hour when you get him. But if you put him in Ultra Moon, he gets Tackle, Bite, Thunder Fang, and Happy Hour. So it kind of depends on what one you want to end up using. I personally will go with Fire Fang, because Fire Fang I like a lot more. But we got basically a new Rockruff with the item. I don't know if it'll have Own Tempo as the ability. Hopefully not, but I think that's a new ability actually. So we get them showing off Fire Fang and Thunder Fang. Yeah, we know what that all does. And this Rockruff will only evolve into the Dusk Lycanroc. And then here we see Lycanroc's new Z move. So that leads me to think that because if we look at the symbol for the Lycanroc Z move, we saw there for a split second. I'm going to try and get it to the exact moment. I'm going to try and get it to this exact moment. We see that the Z Crystal for Lycanroc is actually in the same shape as the Necrozma Z Crystal. So that leads me to think that maybe each Pokemon will be getting kind of their own signature Z Crystal for a few Pokemon, like Lycanroc. We see Lycanroc has this special kind of Z Crystal. I don't know where we get it, but it looks like we got a special one. And we saw Necrozma. It has that black and yellow Z Crystal. So this leads me to think that there will be special Z Crystals out there that can only be used with designated Pokemon, and they will actually lead you to very cool features. Like we've already got one for Necrozma and Dusk Lycanroc. But we see Dusk Lycanroc's new move, Splintered Scattershock. And we see him jumping up into the sky, so it is confirmed no more Necrozma Lycanroc. That's not what that is. And then we just see Tapu Koko get absolutely pelted with stones and almost one-hit KO. So this man just gets wrecked. And then we see we have new Ultra Beasts. So we got UB Assembly. I don't really have any stats on this guy or any sort of moves or anything. But we have UB Assembly, which basically looks like a giant monolithic tower with an eyeball. Or a bunch of eyeballs. Okay, I didn't see that part. And I'm guessing this thing's going to be very tanky. And then we have UB Burst. So this thing looks weird to me. This thing kind of creeps me out, to be honest. It looks like if Willy Wonka had a ball for a head. But that is 2 new Ultra Beasts. So in addition to Dusk Lycanroc, we're getting 2 new Ultra Beasts. So that's 3 new Pokemon. And they might not even be done. They might be putting in more Pokemon. Although, with it being November 17th that this game comes out, I doubt they'll really be able to put in too much more. But it'd still be a great thing to see more Pokemon. But, again, 2 new Ultra Beasts. That's always a good thing, apparently. I mean, everyone loves Ultra Beasts. I personally don't like using them, but I love the way they look, and I love the sort of concept of them. But everybody loves Ultra Beasts, whether you like using them or you don't like using them. And the idea of 2 new Ultra Beasts just makes it that much cooler, that we got 2 new Ultra Beasts that we can either catch and put in a collection, or we can catch and use them in battle and just wreck house. So, hopefully those are actually really good Ultra Beasts. And the Necrozma Fusion, I'm going to talk about this for a minute. The Necrozma Fusion with Solgaleo and Lunala did kind of throw back to Black and White 2. So maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to remake Black and White 2 into this kind of new updated generation. Because from what I've heard, Black and White 2 was a big success. Black and White 2 apparently made a lot of money for Pokemon. So maybe they're trying to recreate that feeling with this. I'm not sure. But it does seem like there will be a myriad of new updates to the game. There probably will be a lot more stuff than we've seen before. But anyway, I'm going to end up leaving this video here. There's not really much more I got to say. I pretty much said everything I needed to already. I do believe that the Z Crystal thing will actually happen, because I have seen images on Korokoro of Z Crystals in that same shape. So we might actually be getting signature Z Crystals for all the Pokemon. Maybe we get Z Crystals that are signature for Legendaries. That we get Z Crystals that are signature for each Ultra Beast. Or we get a Z Crystal that'll only work for the Ultra Beast. But anyway, I'm leaving this video here. I'll leave a link to the trailer down in the description. And if you guys like this video, you can slap the like button as always. And I will see you guys later.